Hello YouTube, Vintage Stereo Restores. We're working on the Kelly and Don Citation. I just want to show you a little bit of soldering and desoldering and component replacement. Somebody asked me just to cover in a little more detail. This isn't an easy thing to photograph. My camera doesn't have high enough resolution. I am going to get another camera. It's like, it is coming. Just got to get the right one. And I'm looking for a camera that's separate from a cell phone. Anyway, you won't be able to see everything in the shot, but I'm taking out a 3.3 microfarad capacitor that's on the board, and it needs a little dexterity to do this. You need to put your finger on it, figure out which way it's installed, and desolder it. So there it is there. What I do is I heat up one side and I push the capacitor the other direction. Use the torque, the mounting torque, the leverage of the board. So it just fell out. Now we can remove some of the solder from the hole. Be very careful, don't want to overheat these. These phenolic resin boards on the older units are very prone to cracking and cratering and the lands lifting off, so you gotta be pretty careful. So what we got here is 3.3 microfarad 15 volt, and as far as signal caps go, they made a decision when they built this to put in a 3.3 rather than a 4.7 because it might have been like $0.25 cheaper to build. A 3.3, I automatically move up to 4.7. Now, I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to stick it through. I mark the component with a little black dot for polarity, so I know which way to put it in. You're not going to be able to see this, but so I lined up because these caps are polarity sensitive. And the other thing is, it's perfectly okay. Here's the ruling on this. If it's a 15 volt cap, you can go higher in voltage. But you can't go lower. So if it's a 15 volt cap and you put in a 6.3, which are getting pretty hard to get, you risk the cap blowing and rupturing. So there it is. It's through the hole. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solder it in like it originally was. Cut the leads down about 1/4 inch. And when you clip anything in a chassis, hang on to the end, the lead, the garbage lead, the piece that you're clipping out, because you don't want it falling in the chassis somewhere. I had that happen on a tube amp one time, and it got across the 300 volt section, and I had some free fireworks. Nobody was harmed, but that can land somewhere, and end up damaging components. So we're going to solder. Folded it over. I'm a little shaky this morning. I need my second coffee. There we go. I'm going to just trim this one down a bit. Make sure that lead doesn't get lost in there. So there it is. It looks just like factory. It takes a little bit longer when you're going one at a time. That's the way to do it when don't have a schematic. It's funny how you can get ahead of yourself and you think, oh, there's a 47 there and a 10 there, and you end up reversing it or something. This is the best way to do it. Move one at a time and just be relaxed. You're less likely to have to fix things in the end. So, thanks for watching and listening.